Hey there, YouTubers. This is JB Coins with another of our bizarre bank coin roll mysteries here. Went to the normal bank, asked them for my weekly box of coins, and they looked at me and said, well, we don't have very many pennies left, and they put more than this up on the counter, but I noticed that they had one box. It was all brand new coin. Didn't want that. You've seen our video where we got a box of those already. So I went through and picked out the rolls that looked like they were circulated. So I wound up walking with the grand total you see here of $9.50 worth of pennies. So I don't know if there's legitimately a shortage. It was like pulling teeth to try and get any pennies from them. They had no half dollars. They didn't really have anything. I think being that it was on a Tuesday at that particular bank, I don't think they had gotten their delivery that day, if that's in fact the day they get their delivery. But who knows? We've had this problem before, so I'm sure there's not really a shortage per se, but it's just kind of funny that they always seem to be running out when I come in the door. Oh, we just gave away the last box. So I'm going to open this roll. The reason I'm picking this one is we've got a couple of shiny memorials on each end. We've got some dirtier ones. We've got some shields on one end and memorials on the other, but I thought we'd start with this one, see what we get. And we've got a 2008 D on one end. Unfortunately, his face looks a little dirty. And the shield on the other end is a 2000, and he's not in great shakes either. So we'll try and go through these real quick. And as you can see, there's a lot of shields in here. 2015, 2014. There's another 2015, 2013. It doesn't look too bad. No. Another memorial, 99, not in great shape. Got to get the cheaters. I think that's a 78. Yep, 78. So that goes over the copper side. Check the back. Got a mark on it, but for scrap, it's good enough. Got an 81D, 96, $2005, and since I'm doing it this way, you can see I'm taking the time to go ahead and do what I like to do, which is flip them. 92D, see if there's any double strikes. If you check the comments that some of the other viewers have been putting on some of these videos lately, a lot of you are finding 1980s, 1990s, 2000s that are double struck. One was struck on one side but not on the other, and this one, there is something wrong. This is a 2000D. We're going to have to check it under better magnification later, but it's a 2000D, and it's there's something wrong with the image on that. It's not the camera out of focus. So we'll come back and we'll check that. 2003, 1980. So anyway, a lot of you guys have been reporting error coins that are not listed in the Red Book or the Cherry Pickers Guide, and that's kind of the purpose of having this format, was that, and why we hang on to things like the 2014 Ps that we got, and you know, some of the mint or uncirculated, you know, from the mint, from the bank, that haven't been into circulation yet, is because, you know, people are just now still finding error coins. You know, the day they come out into issue, we don't know that there's an error. It might take 6 months, it might take a year. That's a 2001, it's just very grungy. So that's why when I set those aside, I'm kind of buying myself a little time, see what happens. It's kind of like if I would have kept a couple boxes of the 2009s, the commemorative year, with Lincoln sitting on the log, and I had 2-3 boxes to go through, 7,500 chances to find him with 6 fingers. It would take me a long time going through boxes to try and find 7,500 of them at this point. So when I get those opportunities, I try to grab them. Here's another funny looking penny. It's another 2000. Set that one aside. I'll take a look at those off camera and see. They almost look like they have some sort of a film or coating on them, which could be natural. It could be somebody spray painted them or something like that. We see all that kind of garbage, of course. All of you do. Another one. Can't even tell what year that is. 2000 something. This one's really green. Cannot tell what year it is. It looks old, but can't always tell. See if we can zoom in and see if the year shows up. Nope, can't tell. So I'm going to set that one aside because I know I got a machine that'll sort that out. Now if I had a scale, you can also weigh the pennies because the weight between the 82 and older copper pennies and the 82 and newer pennies that are zinc weigh different, or have different weights, that would be the proper term. So I'm almost through this roll, taking more time than I planned. Okay there, YouTubers. Don't have much to show for the $9.50 here. We've got our pile of copper that'll go in the scrap pile. Those are the 82 and older. We have the pile on the left that we didn't find anything particularly interesting, with one possible exception. The 2 coins that were 2000, I believe, that I thought there was something wrong about the finish. It actually looks like somebody got some lacquer or paint of some sort on them. It was not something that was made at the mint. So out of that whole $9.50, we got 1 wheat. It's a 47D. It's in decent shape. It's, it's not great, but it's okay. There you go. There's the front, and there's the back. So you don't have full definition of the leaves, but it's okay. This one is kind of interesting. I wound up finding it going through the pile that would normally go back to the bank. It is a 1992 D, and you can kind of see the shiny spot right there next to the D. And at first I thought that was hit by somebody after it left the mint. And it's possible that it could be. But I zoomed this in really tight and put a magnifier on it and looked really close. And I'll see if I can kind of create this with the magnifying glass, but I don't know that I can. No. But the divot that's right here, the shiny spot, if I rotate the coin just a little bit, there is an indentation there. It doesn't touch the rim. It just barely touches the inside of the rim. But the center of the mint mark is also shiny, and it almost looks like a possible double strike, a D within a D. But with the magnification that I have available, I really can't tell. So this is one that I'm going to put away, and the next time I go near the old gentleman I've mentioned before that has that magnifying microscope, the bifocal microscope, this coin's going under it because I want to see if that's a special mint mark. And then I found one early 1980 Canadian penny. Again, copper value only. So 1 wheat, a little bit of scrap. Everything else goes back to the bank. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes you get 1 wheat. Hope you guys enjoyed it at least. We gave you some information on the front side. We're going to have a lot more videos coming your way soon. Thanks for being patient. And JB Coins, we'll get back to you soon.